Welcome in. What's your name?
I'm Tyler,
Tyler, how old are you?
29.
And what do you do?
I work in the school system. I'm a basketball coach. I have my own businesses.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I'm very adventurous. Very adventurous. I love sports. I love working with the youth.
Nice.
Things like I love to read,
Oh,
cook
okay.
on my free time, things like that.
All
Yeah.
right. And what do you look for in a woman?
Um, Someone who's loyal. Um, Someone who is very goal oriented, very driven. Um, Someone who is wanting to start a future, have a
Okay.
future, things like that.
All
That's very
right.
important to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. And now, what are some of your deal breakers?
Deal breakers. Hygiene.
Hmm.
Bad hygiene is a deal breaker. Um, I don't have too many deal breakers.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
All
bad
right.
hygiene is definitely a deal breaker.
Okay. All right. So we did get a pop. Come on over here. Let's see why she ended up popping. Your name.
This girl popped on every man who came on tonight. It's crazy. On almost every man. Even the guy she didn't pop her balloon, she said she was about to pop. So I don't know why she came to the show. Though I don't like this guy's outfit, the shoes, it's too casual. It's too street, like I'm just taking a walk down the street. I don't like it.
Name and age.
Diamond 28.
All right. And Diamond, why'd you end up popping your balloon?
You're very handsome. Just not my exact type that I would go for. That's all. But yeah, that's it. You're very handsome though.
Thank you. Thank you.
I always wonder, how can you say someone is very this, but they're not your type? So are you saying your type is the opposite of very handsome? They should be very ugly? That doesn't make sense to me. If someone is not your type, they can't be very handsome. Just say you're good looking, but not maybe to my type, the type of good looking I want. It does ours it just baffles my mind.
All right. And now is Diamond someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very, very well put together. If I'd seen her,
Thank
I
you.
definitely would. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All righty. We've got three ladies
I don't like
left.
his
Go ahead and
shoes.
ask them a question.
Um, so where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Name and age first. And where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
Ane, 29. I see myself either promoting myself with work or, getting promoted at my current position. I'm just always looking for a way to, be better professionally. And then hopefully I have my man so I can have my husband and then eventually have my kids.
I like that.
All right.
All right.
Name and age. And where do you see yourself in 2 to 3 years?
Jabria, age 29. 2 to 3 years, I see myself practicing medicine as a physician assistant, being an Army officer on the side, and married, hopefully starting, at least having my first child. So, yeah.
Okay.
And over here, your name and age. And where do you see yourself in 2 to
Jessica,
3
my
years?
favorite.
Jessica, 27. In 2 to 3 years, I see myself hopefully signed to a model agency or some type of talent agency because I love acting and hoping to have gotten a film at some point, whether it's with Netflix, Tubi, because I'm available and open, but I'm hoping to have signed with an agency and hopefully get with a big role.
Okay.
And what about for yourself? Where do you see yourself in
For
2 to 3
myself,
years?
honestly, since I have my own businesses already, I would love to be advance on the next level as a basketball coach. So I'm a
Okay.
basketball coach. So I'm actually gonna go back to school soon to get my sports management degree. So I'm
Nice.
looking forward to that. I see myself. I want to get married.
Okay.
Eventually have kids. Because I come from a two-parent household.
Household.
Yeah. So me and my two brothers. My parents have been married for 30 years. So
Wow.
that's something
a
that's
blessing.
I look forward.
Yes.
Yeah, that's important to me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me hand you a pick.
Okay.
Let's
There
see.
you go. And I am going to have you pop one balloon.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
Yo, every guy has been rejecting Jessica. I don't know why. Now, obviously, with one of the guys, she rejected herself because finally she revealed one of the only few red flags she revealed tonight. But I'm surprised. I can't be the only one. Guys, comment down below. I can't be the only one who thinks she's the most beautiful in this lineup. she radiates beauty, and the way she speaks.
Okay. All right. So Jessica, why'd you have your balloon unpopped?
He's part of the education system. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I always like to hear what people from the education system has to say. That was it.
Okay. But so is he someone that's your type?
No.
Okay.
I do like a man who is darker skinned, tall, built, but he is handsome. But no, he's not my type.
Okay. I see here.
Okay.
And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
No specific reason, just the other two candidates were, a little bit better. So
Your type. Okay.
yeah, a little more my type, yeah.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Jessica, you say you like dark-skinned men, right? Jessica, did you mean me? Yeah. I mean, I'm not that tall. I'm just 5'8", but I can wear, I can put some insoles in my shoes. I mean, I have a good smile. I'm funny. I mean, I can become a teacher if you want me to. What are we doing, Jessica? And it seems like I'm the only one who can see your value tonight. All the guys are just, they don't know what they want.
Okay. Go ahead and ask our two remaining ladies another question.
What are some things that you like to do on your free time? Or what are some things, it's actually a two-part question. What are
Okay.
some things that, like, in a long day, you come home, wind down, what are some things you like to do?
All right. Let's start there and come back. Okay. Over here.
Jabria, age 29. Things I like to do on my free time. I'm really into self-care, so I love going to the spa. I live in Phoenix, so we have a lot of resorts here that have great spas. I like hiking. I like being outdoors. Lately I've just been getting more grounded in nature. I like working out. I love art stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone says traveling. I do like traveling. I'm not gonna act like I travel all the time, but when I do get to travel, I do like traveling. So.
Okay.
All right. And what about over here?
So I love to do food reviews. So I go around in my area trying to find like nice small, businesses, do the reviews and bring attention to them. So with that, I also love to eat. I'm also very adventurous. So anything that kind of gives you a thrill, gets your heart racing, I love that, whatever it is. Then after a long day, when I come home, I'm also a very big homebody. So when I'm at home, I'm usually like either watching my favorite shows, reading a book, anything self-care related.
All right. Okay. Ladies, any questions for him? Are you ready?
I'm sorry. So say you have a bad day. What are some things you like to do to like pick yourself up if you're having a bad day?
If I'm having a bad day, I love working out, so I tend to work out. I love reading books. I'm a heavy reader. I read a lot, so I love to read and just relax. And then sometimes I'll call my brothers, and they'll help me, bring me back to where I need to be. So those are some of the things that I like to do.
Okay. We'll be back. All right. Why'd you end up popping your balloon?
We really did have a lot in common, so it definitely wasn't that. But as I'm just kind of hearing you more and, trying to spend some time like connecting you and like filling you out, I didn't really feel it.
Okay.
Honestly, I think because he's very soft-spoken, but also his fashion, his outfit, yeah, obviously flat chest, so I could see where the ladies could have an issue. And you guys know that ladies are very picky these days, so they're gonna pick on everything, whether the way he speaks, the way he's dressed, whatever it is, they're gonna be very picky with that. So I'm even surprised she held a balloon that long. And I'm not gonna be surprised if she also pops a balloon. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. I see here. Now,
Okay.
is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, she's very well put together. All the ladies here are very lovely, so
They are.
yes.
All right. Cool. Okay. Any other questions over here?
Honestly, I can't think of any more.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So now is he someone that's your type?
Or actually, do you have any kids?
I don't have any kids.
Okay. Do you see yourself having kids?
I definitely would love to have kids for sure.
Okay. And you talked about going to school for sports management, going back to school. So what would that look like for you as far as like time frame?
I was looking to go back to school this year, maybe. If not this year, then next year for sure.
But as far as like completing that goal, like how long is that
Oh,
goal? Yeah.
well, I had already went to William Patterson, so I would say about a year and a half.
Okay.
It wouldn't take too long, yeah.
And like your outcome with going back for that, what is the outcome?
I would like to take my personal training business to the next level, and I would also like to be a coach at the next level, like a
Okay.
basketball coach. Yes.
Okay. Like high school, college?
Well, I'm already a high school coach, so
Okay.
I'm looking to try to become a college coach. That would.
Okay, I'm gonna break it down for you guys. All the questions she's asking about work and school, it's all about this. In her mind, she's trying to do the math. She's gonna be a physician assistant, so she's gonna be making lots of money. So she's trying to say, okay, I'm gonna be making way more much money than this guy. Is this the guy I want to be in a relationship with long term? Let's say she's making $150,000 as a physician assistant. They make good money. And as a basketball coach, let's say college basketball, he's gonna be making maybe $70,000 or $80,000 in her mind, because that's how women's minds work. Because now she's doing the numbers. Is he gonna be able to provide for my lifestyle? Will I respect him if I make more money than him? Will he expect me to pay most of the bills? She's doing all the math, and that's why I say she may reach. I don't think she wants to be with this guy. That's why she keeps asking question after question about work and school and things like that. So I think she's gonna pop her balloon.
Yeah.
I don't have any
You're good.
more.
Okay. So now she's someone that's your type?
I do have a question.
Yeah, of
Where are
course.
you from?
I'm originally from Georgia, Jonesboro, Georgia. Have to put, even though Clayco's already on the map, have to put it on the map. And I live in Phoenix.
Okay. Oh, you do live in Phoenix. Okay, I live in
Where are you?
I live in Glendale. So it's
Okay,
right
so you're in
here. Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, they
I do have
something in
one
common.
more question. Actually, no, I don't.
You don't?
Yeah, that's it. Yes, that's it.
Okay. Well, Jafia, come on up here with us.
She doesn't seem
That's all
excited.
coming up here. So I think you guys said you both don't have any other questions?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, let me ask mine then. Is it a yes for you, for him?
So honestly, I do have.
Guys, I'm a fucking genius. I told you guys. Every time a woman keeps asking and this and that, especially when it comes to money and work and school and trying to gauge a man's earning potential, just know she's not feeling you. Even her demeanor, her energy could show that she wasn't feeling the guy. Now, like I said, I haven't watched the whole thing. She may still go on to say yes, but I don't expect this to be successful. Like, no woman, I've never heard of a woman being excited about getting into a long-term relationship with a high school basketball coach, because they don't earn that much, and women are all about the moolah. Let's be honest, they want a provider. She's going to be a physician assistant. She's going to be making good money, so she wants a doctor, surgeon, someone like that. Does it mean she will get that kind of man? No, but it doesn't mean that she's going to want this kind of man either. Let's see.
Have a preference of like more darker skin,
Okay.
and a little bit taller. So
This guy is 6 feet. Now she's finding all ways to not be very come off as mean and rude by popping a balloon. Now she's talking about his skin complexion, yet she held her balloon the whole time, and now she's talking about a little bit taller. She has heels on, and this guy is probably 6'2" or 6'1", something like that. Watch.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Told you she was gonna say
I'll
no.
have you head back on over there then. All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for coming on. Let's give it up for him, guys. I'll take
Guys,
this.
I'm a
Thank
genius.
you.
Give me my flowers in the comments.
All right. Let's bring out our next single guy. Hello. Welcome in. I'll have you hold this. Oh, that's such a good stick. And what's your name?
I am Quinn.
Quinn.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
And what do you do?
I am a personal trainer. I help people become better versions of themselves through physical activity.
Okay.
I also have a LLC, Be Almighty, which is my fitness brand. We print shirts for other companies,
Nice.
different brands, and I also do filmmaking. Name is visuals.
Okay.
So we shoot short films, music videos, etc. if the client needs it.
Cool. All right. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
Things I like to do for fun.
Mhm.
All right, so I like to travel. Of course, everybody does that.
Right.
Different event. I like to do like fitness events.
Okay.
Go to music events. Anything spontaneous. Like I'm kind of much of a wild guy, so it's
Okay.
like I just like to have fun. Like I work for fun. My work is fun. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And what do you look for in a woman?
I want a level girl. So she got to be a level girl. She has to be kind. Someone who's ambitious about her bread. Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Deal breakers?
My main deal breaker. Can't smoke tobacco like cigarettes, Black and Miles. If you smoke bud, that's cool. But tobacco, cigarettes, that's one of the main deal breakers. Don't be mean. Don't be somebody who always drinking every weekend. And be about your business. Know how to goddamn upbring me. We upbring each other. That's about it.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. We did some pop. Oh, yeah. Let's go on over here.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm not surprised they all pop their balloons. I'm a man, so I'm gonna be honest. The reason they all pop their balloons is because the type of work he does, unless he's making really good money, which they will never know for sure, she's also gonna pop. I expect her to pop a balloon, but it didn't sound like. Now he's a good, well put together, handsome guy, but they didn't get they didn't get the feeling that he's gonna be a good provider, because they all talked about they want to be married and have kids and things like that. So for the work he does, just fitness training, it didn't sound like he can be a good provider. Let's see.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Diamond 28. Where you from?
I'm from North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay.
Live in North Carolina.
Okay. You're handsome. I just popped my balloon because the communication, I feel like it's just the way you talk, and I see you as someone like a friend, business partner, like
Okay.
not really my partner, but
Okay.
as like somebody close. That's it.
Okay.
That's the reason why I popped my balloon.
All right.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the way he was talking. If we're gonna be honest, she's just being petty or picky, like most women do these days when it comes to dating. But like I told you, for me, I think his type of work, he didn't command respect, or like he makes lots of money. So that's why they all popped, in my opinion. But they're going to use other picky, petty reasons why they popped.
Okay. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. I would say like my type physically, but she cool peoples.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Let's go on over here. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hane, 29, and I felt more of a friendship vibe. Like I feel like we
That's something women say whether they don't find you physically attractive, or whether they don't find that spark, that connection. You're not like ugly that they wouldn't have you around them or talk to you, but you're also not the kind of guy that brings that thing out of them. So they're like, oh, we can just be friends. I feel like a friendship vibe. So they want to put you in the friend zone instead. They still want your attention, but they don't want to introduce you as their man to everybody else.
would probably kick it off more as friends than like lovers, maybe, I guess I should say.
What would you say is giving you that vibe?
I was just kind of thinking about our personalities, and I didn't feel like they mesh as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way I know how to explain it.
All right.
All right.
Now, is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. Like yeah, like I would approach her if I was out, probably. You know?
Thank you. Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Jabria 29 and just the distance.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Now, is she someone that's your type?
She looks good. Like if I was out, you know what I'm saying? If I seen her looking at me, I would approach her probably.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm 27. You look just like my cousin, and I have
That's another excuse women use. If they don't like you, they use you look just like my cousin. So either your cousin is very ugly, because that's what you're saying, that just because someone looks like your cousin, are they ugly that you can't like me? I don't know why they use that excuse. It's so dumb. I don't find it flattering at all. Like if I was him, I would be like, I don't know why people do that. It's annoying. It annoys me. Like just because everyone looks like someone. So just because I look like someone, that doesn't mean I can't be your type, or we can't go on a date and get to know each other better.
And then you said North Carolina. I have family in North Carolina and South Carolina. So when you walked out, even the mannerisms down to the way you two smile, when you walked out, I was like, oh my gosh. And he has tattoos as well on his arms. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you look just like my cousin. And I was like, well, let me hear him out some more. But I was like, you remind me so much of my cousin.
Is your cousin an adult content creator?
No, he works in. I know he's an entrepreneur, but I know he has like some type of business, but he's in North Carolina.
Okay.
And like y'all remind me of each other so much, and I was just like, cuz, and I was like, oh man, and I want to hear you out some more, and I was just like, and you
Like,
clean,
nope.
you clean cut and
appreciate
everything, like you got it going on. And I was
I
just like,
appreciate
wow,
it.
you remind me of my cousin so much, and I was like,
But what's wrong with that? Are you saying you don't like your cousin? Like, what's wrong with your cousin that because someone looks like them, you can't date them, or they're not your type anymore? So why would a guy like this not give up on dating? If we're gonna be honest. So you're rejecting me because I look like someone you know? So that's a reason to reject a man these days? Do you hear how dumb that sounds?
dang. And so yeah, but very clean cut, and you're handsome.
I appreciate it.
No, she's someone that's your type.
I mean, she's not really my type, but she seems like she's cool. Like, she's a vibe. You know, so we probably be laughing like a mug together.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cool, thank you. All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, unfortunately, but thank you so much for
Appreciate
coming
it.
on. Let's give it up for him, ladies. Thank you.
They were trying to be nice. That's why they, my cousin or this and that. Anyway, that's the end of the show. So shout out to Arlette and BM. Shout out to Pop the Balloon, Productions. Shout out to them for getting the Netflix deal. They're gonna be making some episodes on Netflix. Man, that's big. They're gonna be on the big screen now, on the real big screen, right? So shout out to them for that. But this was a crazy episode. My feelings, Jessica, the lady in the orange or whatever color that is in the dress, the last chocolate sister was my favorite of the whole show. But this last guy here, it showed us why men are giving up on dating, honestly. But also another thing you guys should learn from this, that women want men who can provide. They want the money.